I'm on a quest to have a second healthy baby, and that means I'm not putting any toxins, any fragrances in my body, and that's where Caraway Home cookware and their Tupperware come into play. Right now, when you use my code TSFS at carawayhome.com, you get 10% off. I'm sure you're like, Sarah, what are you talking about? Well, Caraway products are non-toxic. That means they have no PFAs, PTFEs, those forever chemicals that are extremely hard to pronounce. And I just ordered their storage containers in navy. Oh, and hello, they don't have any toxic chemicals either. Don't believe me? Go and read their 5-star reviews. Over 65,000 people have rated them 5 stars. Visit carawayhome.com/TSFS to take advantage of this limited time offer for 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive to Sarah Fraser Show listeners, so support my show and visit carawayhome.com/TSFS or use code TSFS at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern.
Hi there, this is legendary comedian and podcast pioneer Jimmy Pardo. I'm here to tell you about the award-winning podcast Never Not Funny. We are now celebrating our 18th anniversary. That's right, 18 years of podcast greatness. Never Not Funny was one of the first comedy podcasts, and I'm told it's still one of the best. With guests like John Hamm, Caitlin Olsen, Sarah Silverman, Maria Bamford, and Conan O'Brien, you get to listen in on some of the funniest people on the planet, tell stories, and make each other laugh. Subscribe to Never Not Funny now in Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Guys, welcome back. It is Sister Wives Season 1, Episode 3. We're going back to the beginning while we wait for the end. Let's rewatch together. All right, I watched this week Season 1, Episode 3, as I prefaced, and got a lot of thoughts because this is titled Wives on the Move. Robyn is moving in. Sabin is moving in, y'all. Like the fox has entered the hen house, honey. Okay. All right. I actually loved this episode. Oh, so telling because we get for the very first time all the women, all the 4 wives, and Kody Brown himself sitting on one sofa, and within 2 minutes of the women sitting down and talking for the first time about Robyn entering the family, Robyn breaks down crying. We see Sabin getting her title of Sabin. But let's back up, all right? A couple of things that are very interesting about this first season. It's very disjointed, right? And I told you guys this from the beginning. Something we now know in hindsight is this show was really not even particularly going to be a go. You know, the pilot was the first episode, and it was rejected by TLC, and then it ends up getting picked up when they realize like Kody's courting this 4th wife. We got a new gal in town. All right, now we're going to see the drama. So don't you almost wish that we could go back to season 1 where the episodes, except for the season premiere and the finale, are 20 minutes long? You guys, this episode was 20 minutes. It was a breeze to watch. It was like, oh, this is so nice. Now, of course, you know, as we've advanced, right, to season 18, they're an hour. Then when we get into some of the one-on-ones, they're even longer because they're doing these flashbacks. I mean, they're going way back to the content. They're almost just, and it's good in some ways because they get you up to speed, but it's highly annoying because we're all looking in season 18 for fresh new content, new perspective, etc. But episode 3 is 20 minutes long. It was a joy. I sat down, I had a little cup of tea, and by the time my tea was over, so was the episode. Thank you, God. We packed it all in, everything we needed to know. So Robyn is moving in. Now, last episode, we see them on their very first date. So this is progressing quite quickly, seems a little disjointed, and they're getting ready to get engaged. And so Robyn is moving her kids. She's going to live a block down from the Brown family compound in Utah. And Kody and Robyn are moving forward with their relationship. We know that they've been dating 4 or 5 months, well, even longer, really. But basically 4 or 5 months when they moved in together, because Kody says, well, I mean, for a polygamous courtship, this is even considered long. We could have been even moving even faster, as though they deserve like a badge of honor for sort of slowing things down. So everybody's preparing. The opening scene is with Kody and Christine and Meri's and Janelle's daughters, right? So Mariah, now Leon, is there. Madison is there. And in a very perfectly poignant telling scene, they are talking about Robyn, and Robyn moving her 3 kids that she has with her prior husband, and we'll get to that, to the Brown family compound and going to become part of the family. And all the young women or the kids all have kind of some very cautious red flags about Robyn. How dad is acting like a teenager again. How old is Robyn? Mariah is annoyed. She's kind of like, oh, basically she's my age. Madison discusses how she never wants to participate in a polygamy lifestyle, that might be her parents' choices, but she's never going to be in it, which of course, fast forward to season 18, we know none of the kids so far are participating in any sort of polygamy lifestyle. Pass. I mean, when they look at how much money their parents have made from the TV show, they're probably super psyched, but they're like, the emotional damage of what has been done living in this polygamy lifestyle, no thank you. So I thought that scene was great with the 4 girls. They're all talking about the engagement, their dad, what Robyn is like, and everybody has cautionary thoughts about Robyn, but ends it with, well, Robyn's so sweet. And at one point, I think it was a joke, but one of the girls says something to the effect of like, yeah, Robyn's a little weird for me. She like sniffed my dad's jacket and was like, I love the smell of Kody Brown. And the girls were like, oh, that's a little much. Now, I think that was a joke, but it was a bizarre offhanded comment that they made. I was like, okay, this seems crazy. Robyn's got her fangs into the Codemeister, and she ain't letting go. And then we see them essentially throwing Robyn's welcome home party. And at first, Kody is sitting down with his wives, and they're all talking about Robyn moving in. What's Robyn like? And this is the very famous scene that has been referenced numerous times where Christine says, I lost it. Kody is not supposed to kiss an unmarried wife. And when they got engaged, he sealed it with a kiss. And I was heartbroken. I was devastated. That to me was breaking our vows. Girl, if you only knew, it's only going to go downhill from here. Okay? But that's been referenced over the years, time and time again. I mean, there's so many things in hindsight that are just ludicrous to me. I mean, again, I feel like, and I really want to ask Meri about this someday. I welcome a lot of TLC stars on the show. I would love to interview every single one of them here, and including like Kody and Robyn. I think they'd be like so fascinating to sit down with, because everybody in their life, I don't know, people have mixed feelings about them. Tony and McKelty say like they almost can't help themselves. They're self-sabotagers. Christine says Robyn's addicted to the drama. Cody's like a shell of who he used to be. So I would love to ask Meri this, but the other moment before Robyn moves in and they have this big moving day is Robyn breaks down again, crying, saying, maybe I should leave. Maybe this relationship has been so hard with the introduction of Robyn. I feel like our family is changing the way she's taken Kody away. Kody is going to her house all the time. And I kind of feel like, should I leave? But I'm staying for my daughter. It wouldn't be right to take my daughter away from her family. And you really wonder, would it? I feel like now in hindsight, right, which is always 2020, wouldn't it have been better if she and Leon had left? I mean, that's what I kind of wonder. When for any of you listening to this that have been divorced, and you've had kids, I mean, is it better to stay until they're older, or is it better to just go? That to me, I would love to know what people think, because that was heartbreaking. The cracks are so visible, and I'm sure this is what TLC saw that was like, oh, this is going to be a hit because there's no way this is ever going to work. So anyway, that scene was actually all of them. I should step back. The confessionals now with Kody and the four wives are all happening. Even the scene where Christine is saying how devastating it was to find out that the Codemeister sealed his engagement to Robyn with a kiss, which is taboo. And that's when Robyn starts sobbing. And Robyn says, she was just so brokenhearted to find out that Christine was upset because she doesn't want to upset Christine. And like at this point, okay, taking away everything that we now know, I have to say, like I actually think the show is great. I like Robyn at this point. To me, the only red flag seems to be not even like that he's that in love with her, because I feel like he seems in love with Meri. He's stroking Meri's hair during this episode when she's breaking down and saying, I don't know if this is for me. Maybe I should leave. He seems caring, right? To me, the only red flag is the amount of time that they dated until they started, and then her age, like being so young. I just compared to the other women, although Christine we know is 37 in season 1, episode 3. So, but Robyn to me seems actually genuinely caring about Christine. She seems like she cares about her. She's concerned, and she really wants to be considerate of all the women's feelings. She's like the underdog coming into it. All right. Then we go to the actual moving day, which is hysterical. And I think where we see Kody being completely Kody. So they don't hire a moving company, which is like insane to me. All right. But this is 14 years ago, 2010. This is when they started. So they probably didn't have the financial means that they do now. Instead, they bring over, which does make sense. There's 17 kids to essentially help Robyn. So, that's basically $1 each. I guess you got your own moving team to move the family, and Meri is tasked with, packing the moving truck because she's like a real expert at it. And Kody is sort of standing around, and then they all give Kody a hard time. Like, well, here you go, man. You're great at delegating and not so great at doing, and he's like, all right, well, I just get offended every time you guys come for me. And needless to say, it turns out to be true, right? He is very good at standing around while the kids, Robyn, her 3 kids, are there and getting very excited for their new place. But it seems like Meri enjoys running the show. She packs the truck. The truck looks great. They're going to move them 5 hours to Utah. And Meri, Robyn could not be more excited. And also very interesting at this point in the show, Robyn says her first marriage didn't work. It was very, very difficult. But we have no idea what that difficulty is. We don't find out until much later. There was a physical abuse there. They were supposed to be in this polygamous marriage, but they never took on another wife. She does tell us that part. But we don't know how bad and toxic and terrible David was, and how much probably Kody felt like he was rescuing this young woman that he's in love with from this toxic, abusive relationship. David, we now know, current 2024, has apparently quite sick with cancer. But again, 14 years ago, he's the father to those 3 kids. Apparently, he was okay with them moving states as far as what we know if you're going into it blind as the viewer. And so they take off with the truck, and we see them walk into their brand new place a block away from the Brown compound. Beautiful. The kids are so happy. The kids are adorable. All of them. They're all sweet. They're teens. They're young. Robyn's kids, Brianna, they're all adorable and happy and gregarious. And so you're just thinking, oh my God, all right, this is going to be interesting to see how they blend. And the moms they're all momming. Okay, the mothers are mothering. And Christine and Janelle and Meri are talking about, they're worried about Robyn's children being so young, now picking up and moving, to a whole different state, moving to, a whole different family, community, everything. And they are not that old, right? They're very young children. So I thought that was great. They're all worried about each other, and they seem to be having what appears to be in season 1, all the normal conversations you would have. Okay, we're all a part of this polygamy lifestyle. None of this is foreign to us. But at the same time, it's a little bit challenging. And so Robyn, we see Robyn move in. Robyn is moving in. The kids are moving in. Everything seems hopeful and happy. Meri's the packing Nazi, as Kody describes, and seems to be doing nothing. And there you have it. Then we end the episode with talking about Christine Truly, being pregnant with Truly, who we know is here today. But she's pregnant with Truly in this episode after having a devastating miscarriage about a year prior. She's very concerned her body, like, is her body going to be able to deliver Truly okay, to be all right? And she also brings up having concerns about Kody being a good father, that she was very worried when they first started out that was Kody a good father? And all the while, we're getting ready to see her go to an OBGYN appointment with Kody because Truly could be coming any day now, which of course is coming up in the next couple of episodes. So, very interesting scenes. I would say this, and I have, like everyone else with these episodes and reality shows that I watch, one season I'm like team Janelle. The next season I'm team Meri. Then I'm team Christine. I mean, this season so far, I'm team Christine. Christine seems to be the one pushing this whole show and narrative along. She seems to be the one saying, yeah, I have some hesitations about this Robyn chick. Like, so far we don't hear a lot about what Janelle thinks. Janelle's like not that featured. Christine seems to be the one pointing out Kody's maybe flaws, if there are any. And so we see them head to the OBGYN appointment. The OBGYN appointment seems to be going smoothly. They walk in, the OB is like, showing her the heart, giving them a lowdown on Truly, that it looks like everything is moving along and is okay so far. So it seems to be going pretty well. And Christine wraps the whole episode up and says, yes, now I see Kody's this excellent father. Like, he's amazing. I don't know. I sensed a little bit she was lying. I did. I don't have any proof for that, but I just felt like, I feel as though a little bit everybody is covering for everyone. Did you feel that in season 1? They're covering for everyone, and you just begin to see the cracks beginning to form. Meri, very emotional, breaking down a lot, really feeling like she's losing Kody. You can see that. Janelle's sort of busy with work, off, maybe she already has this stronger connection with Kody, so she's like less worried. Christine beginning to put the whole picture together, but at the same time also being pregnant and worried about, I got to get this baby here okay. I've got to homeschool the kids. I've got to keep the house going. I got to make sure everybody's on track. That's sort of a little bit what it felt like. But again, the episode is so short. You get a lot of information. You're not bored. And you're really beginning to lay the groundwork for the further episodes. I mean, I can't wait till they get into more meaty, I hope they get into more meaty discussions and arguments and all that. That's what I'm looking forward to, right? Are we going to get some real breakdown moments? And does Robyn really ever argue with the women? I'm ready for it. I hope all that's coming. I want to thank a quick sponsor and then talk about some other news that's happening around the Sister Wives. Horizon Fibroids. Ladies, 80% of us will have a fibroid by the time we are 50. Fibroids can cause heavy periods, long periods, and infertility. And in fact, many women listening to this will have fibroids so badly, you'll be getting either iron transfusions or blood transfusions. And lots of times women think their only option is a hysterectomy. Do not have a hysterectomy until you contact Dr. Will Neem at Horizon Fibroids. Dr. Will Neem is a top fibroid doctor in the DC region. So if you live in DC, Maryland, Virginia, even Pennsylvania, because he's not far from the line, he has an office in Frederick, Rockville, and Gaithersburg. Make an appointment today. He is known for uterine fibroid embolization, a low downtime surgical procedure that can make a huge difference in your life, and you don't have to get a hysterectomy. Make your appointment today. Check to make sure they take your insurance at horizonfibroids.com. Don't you love discovering new games for your phone that are a bit of a mind teaser, a little bit of a mystery, and aren't filled with annoying ads? Boom, I got it for you. Seeker's Notes. Guys, Seeker's Notes is in a game already played by 40 million fans. And the best part about this game, it isn't one of those games just for killing time. It's a perfect stress reliever too. The game is great with community and social interactions. Every puzzle is a workout for your brain, baby. Also, the best part, like I mentioned, totally no annoying ads. It's no Wi-Fi needed, and it's free. Now, it has a variety of virtual collectibles as well. Beyond the captivating visuals and immersive atmosphere, Seeker's Note offers a treasure trove of virtual collectibles. These are not mere items. They are relics and add depth and meaning to your journey. What are you waiting for? Get playing today. Get a little stress reliever. Oh, nothing is better than a fun game on your phone. Download Seeker's Notes now. This is a first for the Sarah Fraser Show. I have partnered with a mindful eating doctor. You guys know I gained and lost 150 pounds until I found mindfulness and quit all fad dietings. If you have tried every diet under the sun, I want to introduce you to Dr. Applin at Optimal Body. Go to myoptimalbody.com, request an appointment, and be sure to say that the Sarah Fraser Show sent you, because you can qualify for a free personalized assessment, plus a bonus free 30-day supply of their gut repair product when you sign up for a customized plan. Again, that's myoptimalbody.com to request an appointment. I have never partnered with a fad weight loss company, and I never will. Dr. Applin is the real deal. If you have even tried Ozempic and it didn't work for you, you need to see him. Starts with a gut reset, and they actually make a plan for you that is long-term and slow weight loss, so you can keep it off and change your life forever. Don't believe me? Go and read their mindful 5-star reviews. Go to myoptimalbody.com and tell them the Sarah Fraser Show sent you. So, all right, there's a little recap. Love to know what you guys thought. You can always head over to my Reddit, reddit.com/r/thesarahfrasershow for season 1, episode 3. And from here on out until the finale, the episodes are quite short, but we are learning a lot in a very short period of time. Again, if I were watching this and I didn't know what I know in 2024, I would like every single person on this show so far is likable. We don't have you're watching this like we all did the beginning of John and Kate +8. And John and Kate, it feels like some similarities because we saw from the start that Kate and John obviously didn't get along, but this is not exactly like that. This is more heartbreaking than I think it is Kate and John hate each other. This is giving me, the Jim Bob Duggar vibes, the Duggar family vibes. Like, it's giving me that. We think everything is going well and the kids are adorable and we want to watch them grow up. And okay, how are they going to navigate this new sister wife who I think seemed very caring when talking about Christine and her feelings? Like, she is coming into this and she appears like she does not want to rock the boat in any way that would hurt anybody. That's how I felt, giving her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think she's manipulative at this point at all. Just so you guys know, also today on the Sarah Fraser Show, huge guest, Ashley Darby from Real Housewives of Potomac is on. This interview is unreal because Ashley has been asked by major podcasts, including 2 T's in a Pod, to sit down with them, and she chose the Sarah Fraser Show. I'm highly, highly honored. You don't want to miss out on this tell-all if you love reality TV like I do and you're a Potomac fan. Go and listen. Also on Wednesday, I will have all the latest breakdown of Meri Brown's break up with her boyfriend of just a few months, Amos. Amos and Meri have called it quits. Lot circulating, including what Meri and Jen said. Jen is Meri's BFF on Meri's Instagram Live on Friday night. But Meri's pretty upset with viewers and fans for digging so much into Amos's past that it really sounds like Amos did not feel like he could stay with her or involved in the limelight at all because the pressure and the heat was on. But I'll tell you Wednesday, there's some other new developments in his past personal life, and he's been married multiple times. So what else has come out of the woodwork? You don't want to miss that episode. It's going to be very, very juicy, along with a lot of other tea that we have going on, including a 90-day domestic violence arrest. Also, Cleo from 90 Day the Other Way, now back on social media after allegedly having a mental health problem that a lot of fans were worried she was going to do self-harm. Dude, we got a cascade of stuff going on, okay? Don't miss it. Thank you for subscribing to The Sarah Fraser Show. We'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.